Hi everyone, it's Chrissie and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another apartment renovation. So today we're actually in the Pinecrest apartment number 404, which is the one right next door to the apartment that we did on Wednesday. So yeah, we're still in the same building, we're still in Evergreen Harbour, and we're doing another apartment because the past 2 days I've just really been in the mood to furnish apartments for some reason. And yeah, I just kind of given into that urge, and we're doing an apartment in a style that I don't do all that often, which is this very pastel, colorful, rainbow kind of vibe, which if you know me, you know that I don't tend to furnish with this much color when I do a furnish, or when I build at all. I don't tend to use as many different colors. I'll use colors a lot, I'll use either blue or yellow or something, and then I'll use it for the entire house along with a bunch of neutrals, but I don't tend to combine them as much as I did in this apartment. Or if I do, it's usually just on a smaller scale, so one bedroom, one kid's room, one teen's room or something like that. I never do a full apartment in this style. And I figured, since it is Pride Month, I figured, doing something rainbow would be kind of fitting and kind of I don't know, it kind of made sense and it's fun. So yeah, we're doing a little pastel Rainbowcore type apartment. Now, I could have done a full on rainbow apartment and gone all out with vibrant rainbow colors and all of that stuff, but honestly, that is it's so hard for me to furnish that way because it's so bright. And personally, I don't know about you guys, but I mean, an apartment like that is fun. It can be fun to build, full on colors, full on rainbow, just use every color that you can, bright vibrant colors. It can be fun to furnish and build like that, but I would never play in an apartment like that. I would never play in a build like that. So I don't really see I guess I don't want to say the point, but I kind of want these builds to still be usable, if that makes sense. So I figured, yes, we can do a rainbow kind of thing, but we're doing it pastel because it's a little bit more subtle. I mean, yeah, subtle is, I guess, subjective if you think about it, but it's a little bit more subtle than if I were to use vibrant colors, I guess you could say. But yeah, we are actually working on the kitchen at the moment, and we're using these we're using the yellow counters from Dream Home Decorator, and then I'm using this fridge and stove from Jungle Adventure actually, which comes in it comes in a bunch of vibrant bright colors, but this one is kind of this bluish teal, kind of almost minty color. So yeah, that kind of just fit a little bit better with the whole pastel vibe that I was going for. So this apartment, I think, has every color of the rainbow. It doesn't really have a lot of red in it, just because red isn't really a color that you can get in a pastel version, because pastel red would just be pink, if that makes sense. So yeah, there's a lot of pink, there's a lot of blue, different shades of blue, light blue, more minty blue, teal colors. There's a little bit of green, but again, all of the green swatches in The Sims, they're either super vibrant and saturated, or they're more minty colors. So I did use green where I can. I do put in a ton of plants and stuff like that, and I use green artwork and furniture where I can, but like I said, a lot of the colors are just it just ends up being a minty color. So yeah, there is a little bit of green, but there's a lot of pink, a lot of blue, a lot of yellow as well, because a lot of the stuff in The Sims, surprisingly, a lot of the yellow swatches are actually not as saturated as you would expect. So yeah, I use a lot of yellow as well. There's obviously a lot of white too, just to kind of have one neutral color to kind of bind everything together. But yeah, I really like the way this apartment turned out. I did put in a couple of pride flags because why not? I mean, it doesn't really fit the pastel vibe of the apartment. It is a little bit brighter than everything else, but I figured, that's something you could really easily remove if you feel like it really doesn't fit the vibe, and replace it with some other artwork. But I also used a lot of other like Pride themed artwork and artwork that just, I don't know, kind of gave me the vibe of like Pride colors. Like this piece, for example, this like big wall piece, like I guess it's almost like a picture wall type thing, collage wall, that came with the Decor to the Max kit that has a bunch of vibrant colors. And the swatch that I ended up going for kind of made me think of like the rainbow pride flag, but just less bright, if that makes sense. And yeah, I also used a ton of the, I think it's not the, yeah, is it the Pastel Pop kit? I think it's called the Pastel Pop kit. But I used a ton of those furniture items. I used a ton of items from high school years as well, because funnily enough, that pack, those items come in a lot of pastel swatches. And then Dream Home Decorator, like I said, I also used a couple of things from, yeah, Jungle Adventure. I think I only used the stove in the fridge, but I used a couple of stuff, like a couple of items from other packs as well. Obviously, I used some things from Growing Together and things like, you know, art pieces from maybe like the Movie Hangout stuff pack, or, you know, the Cool Kitchen stuff pack or stuff like that. I used like different art, like different decoration pieces from a bunch of different packs, because this wasn't meant to be pack restricted at all. I didn't really pay attention to which packs I was using. I was kind of just going for stuff that had the colors that I wanted, if that makes sense. So yeah, this is only a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment, but technically it's 2-bedroom. Even though the second bedroom I did furnish as an office, but there is a second bedroom that you could easily convert into a like kids room, toddlers room, infants room, you know, whatever you need. There's a really big, or like, I guess, nice sized bathroom. It's kind of like my typical bathrooms, like 3x3. So there's a shower and a tub, a toilet, like 2 sinks, all of that stuff. So if you wanted to have a toddler or an infant in this apartment, you totally could, because yeah, you do have a bathtub. And then the main bedroom is actually the one right at the front of the house that has access to the balcony. So yeah, I didn't put anything on the balcony because technically it's not part of the apartment. It's technically considered to be part of the shell building. So yeah, it's kind of annoying that way, because yeah, you can't really do anything. If you're furnishing the apartment, you can't really build on it like you can with the city living balconies. Like, you know, there's this one apartment in City Living in San Myshuno. I think it's like, it might be 18 or 17 Culpeper House, the one with the balcony, where you can actually build on the balcony. This one isn't like that at all. You physically cannot put anything out there. Your Sims can go out there, like they can use the big sliding glass doors, they can get out there, but you can't put anything out there. Unless, I think, your Sims like place it from, I think you can place stuff from your Sims' inventory, but you can't do anything in build mode unless you use the tool mod. Now, I didn't do it in this apartment just because I didn't want to make you guys think that, you know, it's something that everyone can do and it's something that you can do without mods, because you can't. So if you can't use mods, like if you're on console or something, or you play on a computer that can't use mods, like you can't use it or you don't want to use it, then you can't do anything with balcony. But if you do have the tool mod, then you can put stuff on that balcony. And I actually did a video a couple of weeks ago, like a live recording video, where I showed you guys how I actually changed up some of the apartment hallways. Now, I did the apartment hallways and like the exterior balconies for all of the like Evergreen Harbor apartments. I did those off camera. And then I did one on camera where I completely changed up the hallway in the one of the Spice District apartments in San Myshuno, not the Culpeper one, the other one. But basically, I will leave that video linked on the screen for you guys, because it's really, really useful if you do use the tool mod and maybe you didn't know that you could do this. You totally can. So yeah, definitely go ahead, check that out, because I do show you guys what I did for these apartments, like the ones in Evergreen Harbor. I show you what I did for them and kind of like how I renovated their balconies and added stuff and made it a little bit more fun and functional and pretty and all of that stuff. So yeah, you can put like actual functional items on those balconies. So yeah, definitely go ahead, check out that video if you use the tool mod. I kind of show you how I use it as well, so it's kind of like a little mini tutorial type thing. even though it's not really a tutorial. But yeah, definitely go ahead, check that out. I will leave it linked on the screen and in the description as well if you want to go ahead and have a look at that. But yeah, so we've moved on to the main bedroom, continuing with that really bright pastel kind of vibe. Now, I didn't have any personalities in mind for any of the Sims that live here. I kind of just like went overboard with all of the colors and just made it a fun, vibrant apartment. I don't know, I figured maybe 1 or 2 Sims live here. I don't know. There's space for 2 Sims. You can have them have like a small family if you wanted to convert the study or like the office, but other than that, I honestly did not give any thought to like the kind of Sim that would live here. And yeah, I mean, that's basically everything I can tell you about this apartment. It is up on the gallery if you want to download it. It's completely custom content free as usual. And I will have my gallery ID in the description down below, as well as the hashtags you can use to search for it. And then I will try and have a download link below as well to the gallery website, but it has been offline for like weeks now, so that might not be possible. But either way, the tray files will also be up for channel members on the community tab, and then in 3 weeks they'll be going up on my Tumblr for everyone, on my like Builds Tumblr, which is always linked down below. But yeah, that is basically everything I can tell you guys about the apartment. We will jump into a live tour at the end though, so yeah, stick around for that. But a little quick like life update for me is basically, yes, you're seeing this on Sunday, and I am pre-recording this. I'm recording this, I think today is like Thursday, so I'm pre-recording a little bit, and it's another apartment build. I usually try and not post apartment builds like 2 in 1 week, but I honestly just don't have time to do a bigger build for this week because I actually have like a really busy weekend ahead of me. My nephew is actually playing rugby. He's playing in like the Currie Cup, like the semi-finals. If you're South African, you know what I'm talking about. But he's playing for the Sharks, and they have like a really big like semi-finals match this weekend on Saturday, which we are actually going to. So it's going to be like a whole day thing. And then on Sunday he's going to be here, so we have like a family gathering to go to and like all of that stuff. So yeah, it's a very busy weekend that I have ahead of me, so that's why I'm recording this like a little bit in advance, I guess you could say. But yeah, either way, I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you did, give the video a like. If you're new to the channel and you'd like to see some more Sims content, feel free to hit the subscribe button and turn on notification bell as well to be notified of whenever I upload a new video. But yeah, like I said, we will be jumping into a live tour in just a little bit. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys that quick little life update, kind of not really like an update, but just tell you about what I'm doing. But yeah, follow me over on Twitter if you want more like live updates, if that makes sense. That's always linked below, as well as our Discord. But let's head into the tour. Okay, so here we are in the apartment. This is the floor plan, and this is it with the grid on. So if you guys wanted to see that, then yeah, feel free to go ahead, pause the video. But yeah, so we're actually building, like I said, in the Pinecrest apartment, and like I mentioned in Wednesday's video, I did cheat to enable the modern development and the green initiatives like neighborhood action plans, just to make it so that this building is a little bit more updated and it has like bigger windows. It kind of like changes the overall look of these buildings if you have those neighborhood action plans on, which is kind of why you can't change the balcony. Like I can't go in, but like in build mode, I can't go in and like put stuff out there. But like I also mentioned in the voiceover, if you have the tool mod, you can actually use the tool mod to pick it up and then move it outside. And then your Sims can like still use that item because they can still access the balcony. You just can't do it from build mode anyway. But anyway, that is a whole thing that I kind of explained a little bit more in the video where I kind of like decorated the hallways and stuff, which again, linked in the description on the video, all of that stuff. But yeah, so this is the little apartment that we just did. So it's a very kind of like nice pastel vibe, kind of like rainbow vibe. Like I said, I did use a couple of the like more pride themed art that we have in the game, all of that stuff. But yeah, we have the little entryway. We have a little tiny kitchen. I mean, it's not that tiny, but yeah, it's quite a nice size, I guess. We have all of those like open shelving units. I did have a lot of fun using the new book Nook kit items, like those clutter pieces, like that clutter like basket, I guess, with the plant and the books, and I use those items everywhere in this apartment as well. But yeah, we have the bright little like yellow and bluish teal kitchen. We also have a little tiny dining space with a little tiny dining table, a little shelving unit, you know, a pride flag, obviously, because of course. And then we have this really big, nice, like living space. Now, for some weird but reason, whenever I load into this lot, these things that are supposed to be on the coffee table end up dropping, which is very irritating, if I'm being completely honest. So if that happens to you, then just move them back and then like put the coffee table back. It's very annoying. That's just the game thing though. I mean, just make sure you have move objects on when you place it, but that is a game glitch where it will delete or move items randomly if you use move objects. But yeah, so we have a nice little TV unit. I did kind of the same thing that I did in the bookworm apartment, where I used the bookshelves from the book Nook kit to make like a little fake entertainment unit around the TV. We have obviously a bunch of clutter, some new, like some big furniture pieces, like very big furniture pieces. What am I saying? Like a nice big couch is what I wanted to say. We have a nice big living space, basically. The big couch is from high school years. That one's from the book Nook kit, and this one is actually from the pastel pop kit. And then yeah, we have the little office space as well, which again, like I said, you could easily turn this into a tiny little like nursery or kids bedroom. But we just have a little desk, an easel, we have a little couch, some like a little guitar as well, and some bookshelves. Very basic, I guess, because like I said, I didn't really pay attention to like what kinds of Sims would live here. I kind of just wanted to make a pastel apartment, so I did. But yeah, and then right at the front we have the main bedroom. So yeah, we have a little dresser area, and then the big bed, obviously a lot of pastel, a lot of pinks and purples and yellows and stuff. But yeah, that is basically the living spaces. Then we obviously have the empty balcony, which I can't do anything with. And then we just have the bathroom, also right off the entry hallway. Again, a lot of yellow, pink, white. This one is probably the least colorful room in the entire apartment, but that's just because it's a bathroom and there's not much you can do with it, especially if you have like a square box to work with. But it has everything your Sims could need. The whole apartment has been playtested. I did playtest everything, so yeah, you guys don't have to worry about that. And it is up on the gallery if you want to go ahead and download it. Like I said, all of that information for like, you know, gallery ID and all of that stuff will be in the description as usual. But yeah, this is a little walkthrough view of everything. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this build. Like I said, all of my social links and all of that stuff is always in the description as well. So if you want to follow me over on Twitter, my Twitter is always linked below. We also have a Discord server as well, where I spend most of my time on my computer, so I'm always on Discord. There's also a bunch of awesome people on there, and you can share your stuff, your Sims. We could talk about books and all of that other fun stuff as well. So definitely go ahead, check that out. It is free, open for everyone. And then if you're a channel member, there's a little join button right next to the subscribe button. A couple of you guys have asked me in the past, like couple of weeks, about how you can possibly support the channel a little bit more. And basically the best way to support the channel is literally by watching my videos, by sharing them. And then also if you have the money then and you wanted to, then you can always become a channel member, which, like I said, there is a little join button next to the subscribe button underneath all of my videos. There's also a link in the description that will take you, like, it'll pop up a little page to tell you a little bit more about it. It'll tell you about the different tiers that you can join on, like different price points, all of the benefits and stuff that you get for that, and all of those kinds of things. So yeah, if you want to and you can, then it would be super appreciated, but it is never expected, obviously. It's just a couple of you have asked, so yeah, I thought I should mention it in this video. And then also, I believe you can do stuff like super chat. Like, if you do, you can do it on YouTube live streams, but I believe you can do it like underneath the video as well, where you can like there's this thanks button where you can click, and it's kind of like a Twitch donation if you're familiar with that, but it just gets added to my monthly YouTube payout, which is great. YouTube doesn't take a cut of that, I believe. I don't think they take a cut of your like donations. So yeah, that's also a way if you just want to do like a one-off thing and you don't want it to be like a monthly. Basically, memberships are kind of like Twitch subs, if you know what I mean. So like it's kind of like a paid subscription type thing. But yeah, I just thought I should mention that. Like I said, a couple of you have asked, so yeah, I thought I should explain that. But like I said, never expected. Just watching my videos and sharing them, liking them, commenting is such a huge help to the channel and all of that stuff. It also helps me a lot. So yeah, just thought I should mention that and say thank you again to everyone that's been watching my videos. But I hope you're all doing well and that you're having a great weekend, and I'll talk to you all in my very next video. Bye everyone.